feel if every time you went in class to raise your hand and answer a question or to give an answer, you just couldn't think of it? It didn't come to you. Well, according to Huffington Post, 5 to 20% of the United States children are living with dyslexia, and this is what they live with on a daily basis. This is what happens to them. They're going undiagnosed and unrecognized with the symptoms of dyslexia, and it's making their life harder to live. We all felt at some time like there's a concept that we're trying to learn and we just can't grasp that concept. So these children live with this on a daily basis. I noticed this a few years ago with my own daughter. She would say words inverted, such as instead of saying mouth wash, she would say wash mouth, or even initials like instead of saying KD for Kevin Durant, she would say DK. She also began to have a few little reading problems where she fell behind and needed to get special reading help at school. And these are all some of the main symptoms of dyslexia. Sometimes these children go misunderstood if they're not diagnosed with things that they may be dyslexia or don't understand, but it's the symptoms of this learning disability. Children with dyslexia, because of this, can sometimes develop low self-esteem, or if it's not managed or detected, they can think that they're not being successful. But I'm here to tell you today that if you get it detected, if it's managed, then they can live successful lives as well. And early detection is the main key to fighting dyslexia. Today I will give you some tips on early detection, daily effects that happen with these children, and also resources that you can find to help you. Dyslexia is a developmental reading disorder, and it's just where you don't recognize symbols the same way as everybody else, or words that you see may look a little different. You just don't process the things the same. Some of the main symptoms are rhyming problems, also separating word sounds, learning to recognize short, simple sentences, possibly even written words, and transposing letters such as B and D is a really common mistake. These children that have dyslexia, they're affected academically at times because children learn when they're reading at an early age, when they're first learning to read. Word recognition is the main way that they learn to read, and when they can't recognize this causes them problems. In school, behavioral problems can come up, also loss of self-esteem, because, children are cool and some people can make fun of them, or they just don't feel confident in themselves. Also, it can cause long-term reading goals if you don't take action early. Some of the ways that you can manage dyslexia, the first thing, as I said before, early detection is the first key to fighting against this disability. Early detection is key, and you can then begin to set educational plans specifically for that child. You also can get extra learning assistance, special or privatized tutoring. Also, alternate learning methods is a way they see things different, so you can pick up learning methods that are alternate so that they're specific for that child. Some of the resources that you can look up to find to help these children, there's websites with program for assistance. If you need to know where to get tested, you can look stuff on websites. You can even contact your child's local pediatrician. Their local school or counselor should be able to direct you to sources that can help, as well as sites on the web like the Children's Dyslexia Center and also the International Dyslexia Association, which is also known as IDA. There is also for summer camps that these children can attend to help them be around kids that's more like them and learn ways to manage this learning disability themselves. Conclusion, dyslexia, again, I hope that you got that the early detection of it is the main key to progressing and helping them live successful lives. Make sure you are knowledgeable of what it is and also the symptoms that I gave you today. If you notice these in any of your children, grandchildren, or even your nieces and nephews, that you would take action and step up and possibly get them tested or take a little small test that they have on some of these websites to see if they have the actual symptoms of this learning disabilities. The main thing again, early detection is the key to be aware and recognize these and take action. Thank you.